you're on the fence about joining eXp Realty, I totally understand. I too was actually on the fence for many, many months before I ultimately joined. And in this video, I want to share my story about why I joined eXp Realty, why I was really apprehensive at first, what ultimately convinced me, and how it has changed my life since. As of this recording, I'm currently top 1% out of 82,000 agents at eXp Realty. So I think I have a little bit of credibility, and I'd love to tell you my story. To give you some context, let's rewind about 5 years before I got my real estate license. I was actually running my very own marketing agency for entrepreneurs. I focused on copywriting, emails, sales funnels, all the fun stuff to help businesses grow. It was great. It was fully remote. I worked just from my computer, so I was able to travel all around the world, and I got to see so many amazing places, meet so many amazing friends. But ultimately, I knew that I needed to plant some roots. So I moved to Austin, but I was still running my marketing agency. When I met my now fiance, Jordan, who I talk about in a lot of my videos, you should know if you've subscribed, he was a realtor. He was in the real estate industry, and he was actually just about to get his real estate license. So he was doing the initial interviews to find out which brokerage that he wanted to join, and he stumbled upon eXp. At that point, we were already pretty serious in our relationship, so he was super, super excited and showing me, hey babe, this is it. This is our ticket to financial freedom. This is our path for our future, how we're gonna leave a legacy behind, take care of our children, all of these amazing things. He was very excited, and of course, I love and trust him, and I wanted to be excited too, but it just seemed too good to be true. It seemed like a pyramid scheme. It seemed really sketchy, honestly. The stories that I were hearing were so unbelievable that I didn't believe them. You know, people making $300,000 a month, people having $20 million in stocks, people living on an island because, you know, they make so much money in passive income. It just was so insane for me that my brain couldn't comprehend it, and I immediately dismissed it. So that did cause a tiny bit of conflict between us, because here was Jordan, the man that I knew that I was going to spend the rest of my life with, saying like, this is it, this is my path. And I was like, I don't know, I think you're being taken advantage of. Luckily, Jordan did not listen to me and continued to join eXp, and through that, I got to see behind the scenes of what it's like. I got to watch over his shoulder as he sat in on meetings. I got to meet his mentor, who helped him through his first 3 transactions as a brand new agent joining with eXp. I got to be on the calls, people sharing their screens about how, you know, their back office, how much money they were making, and really just sharing the stories about how they were able to leave a $500 tip for a waitress and have it not even make a dent. Like, those are the stories that really stuck out in my mind and really made the biggest impact on me, because I love helping people, and I know that leaving a $500 tip one night to an unsuspecting waitress would absolutely change their life, and that is something I really want to do in my future. So those are the stories that really stuck out, and after months and months of just, I mean, he wasn't even trying to convince me. He was just so excited, so he would share it with me as his partner, like, oh babe, you should listen to this, or look at this email that I just got, or look at this training. This guy sold 500 listings this year, or whatever, you know, crazy things like that. I started to believe as well. And as time went on, I realized that those that were really succeeding at eXp are the ones that really loved giving back to others. The ones that were really good at marketing and were coaching agents, or had a big team at another brokerage and were bringing it over and then sharing everything they've learned in their past 20 years as a big, you know, top producing agent. So I saw that, and again, I really love helping others. And my least favorite thing about my marketing agency was that I had to charge, because I hated being on sales calls with people and showing them the numbers and showing them the amazing results I could get them, and them telling me that they didn't have the budget, but they would love to work with me. And that was my least favorite part, not because I lost a potential sale, but because I just want to help everyone. And I did, you know, for many years, help too many people, and I realized you can't do that. I wish we lived in a world where I could just help people for free, but I have bills to pay, you know, I need to feed myself, put a roof over my head, etc. So eXp was super appealing to me, because I saw these people that basically were just giving away their coaching, their support, their experience, their love, their cheer for each other, you know, their belief in other people. They were giving it away for free, and the agents didn't have to pay anything, but those people were getting compensated. So that was honestly what tipped me over. And the way that works is through their revenue share program. So what I didn't understand, since I wasn't even in the real estate world before I learned about eXp, is that every real estate agent has to join a broker. Everyone, you have to, unless you have your broker's license. So some brokers only take $100, $200 per transaction. Some take 50% of your commission per transaction. And of course, there's everything in between. So at eXp, it's a 20% to the broker, which means you, the agent, keep 80%. But the founder of eXp, Glenn Sanford, he was like, why should I keep all of this? Like, why is it fair that the broker keeps all of it? We should share it with the other people that want to encourage and support and train and coach all of these agents. So he takes his 20% and he basically shares it with the 7 people that are responsible directly and indirectly for bringing people into the company, which is basically like a referral fee, but forever. So first of all, when I heard this, it made me think, well, why are other brokers keeping all of that 20% and Glenn is allowed or can afford to share that with 7 people? Kind of makes you wonder. But the second thing, like I said, was that this light bulb just went off in my head, and I realized that all of the marketing and coaching and training that I was charging my clients $5,000, $10,000, sometimes $20,000 for, I could now give to the agents on my team for free. They didn't have to pay me a single penny, but I could get compensated from eXp side. So it just really aligned with my values because, again, I love helping people, and I also acknowledge that in order to help a lot of people, you need a lot of money. So I loved that this was a way that I could help the agents who needed the help and also still get compensated fairly for myself and be able to use that money to invest in, better coaching, better programs, better courses and stuff for the agents. So the revenue share for me was super, super exciting because there's 7 generations to it. It's like a family tree is what I say. It grows and compounds, which is very cool. So the way that that works is through the sponsorship program. For example, Jordan is my sponsor. That means he is the one that told me about eXp. So when I signed up and did my application, I listed Jordan as my sponsor. Anyone that I bring into eXp, and if they list me as their sponsor, they are also joining Jordan. And they are also joining Jordan's sponsor and her sponsor and that person's sponsor, et cetera, up to 7 generations. Which means that in the other direction, people that I haven't even talked to can be joining my team. They'll introduce themselves to me. I didn't bring them into the company, but I can coach them, train them, support them, and I can get paid on the back end for the transactions that they do, which I think I love. It's just really good leverage. It's a good use of my time and energy, and the compound effect is insane. It's like if you have a penny and it doubles every single day, most people are like, oh, that's not that much money, but it's an insane amount of money. I don't know it off the top of my head, but maybe I'll do the research and I'll put it in a caption here. So that was super, super appealing for me as a way to really leverage my time and my income. And I also saw, just from the months that Jordan joined eXp before me, how amazing his sponsors were. There's some of the top agents in the company giving their time and resources for free so that Jordan could succeed, and then ultimately so that I can succeed too. And I truly believe that that's why we've been able to become top 1% at eXp within our first year and a half or so year of being with the company, because you stand on the shoulders of giants so that you can see further. And we got super lucky in joining a really, really great organization that has so much extra coaching and support. The really cool thing is that now, at the time of this video, our team is just over 100 people. And all of those people, whether they come in through me or through Jordan or through any of the other generations, they get access for free to all of our training, all of our coaching, all of our courses that we give, etc. So I have people on my team that they've brought in about 15 or 20 people, and they don't have to worry about the coaching and stuff. They don't have the marketing experience that I have and that Jordan has, which I won't go into in this video, but he has a ton of marketing experience too. They don't have that, but we do. So they still get to leverage our experience and our talent to help them help more people, and they are still able to make that residual income, which is cool. It's really evident that everyone at eXp just really loves helping each other, and that's my biggest passion anyway, so I just love to be aligned with the company. And not to mention, we were able to achieve financial freedom within a year of being at this company, which means that the residual income that we earn every month from our team doing transactions pays for our bills, our base bills. So that's amazing. We worked really, really hard for the first year, and I'm not saying that it's possible for everyone to do it that quickly, but it definitely is possible if you work hard. And just like we train and coach you for your real estate business, we also offer training and coaching for, you know, to build your own family tree, so to speak, so you can earn that residual income as well. And that's how some of the agents on our team already have 15 to 20 people, because they plug into our trainings, Jordan's, and the people above us. So it's really about getting mentored and giving mentorship, and I just love that as well. Another thing that was super appealing to me is the stocks, which is another way that eXp sets itself apart. Every transaction that you do, you can take a percentage of that and get stock at a 10% discount. Every year when you do your first transaction and cap, you get free stock. If you do sponsor an agent and they do their first transaction, you get free stock. And the biggest one, if you are a top producing agent and you do about 20 to 30 transactions a year or more, you get $16,000 in stock, and you're eligible for that every single year. So I have friends that literally have $20 million in stock because they've iconed, that's what we call it, they got the Icon Award 6 years in a row, and you know, the stock has been growing because the company's growing. We're actually the fastest growing brokerage in the world. So I think that speaks for itself. If you're wondering why it's growing so fast, think, well, don't agents want to be at a place where they're celebrated, trained, coached, and compensated fairly? So, and on top of that, you're still a real estate agent, so of course you're doing transactions with an 80-20 split and a 16K cap, so you're still going to be compensated for that. One of the big, actually, now that I think about it, reasons why I was super skeptical of eXp is because I thought it was a pyramid scheme. Because of course you hear stories all the time about, you know, oh, so-and-so got recruited to this company and it was a scam, and those horror stories really scared me. And it sounded like that because it's like, oh, I bring you into the company, Jordan brought me in, Jordan got brought in, that's a pyramid. First of all, every brokerage is kind of a pyramid because every single agent has to pay their broker. So for us, the pyramid is just more inclusive because we're getting a percentage of that instead of just all the agents on the bottom and then the broker at the top. For us, it's our broker, every single agent, we get a slice of the pie. And I actually did a lot of research about that, and the biggest thing that defines a pyramid scheme is that the money that you, for example, get compensated with comes from the signups of the people that you recruit. So basically, if someone stops signing people up, the pyramid tumbles because there's no more new incoming sign-up fees. Now at eXp, I don't get paid a single penny for signing people up. I only get paid if they do real estate transactions, which means, one, again, I'm never taking any money from these agents individually, and two, I am even more incentivized or encouraged or motivated to help these people succeed. Which brings me to another thing that I love. This wasn't the reason why I joined eXp, but it was such an amazing benefit that I realized after, and that is the collaboration. I started my career at eXp and I will die at eXp, and I mean that. So I can't say firsthand what it's like to be at other real estate brokerages, but I have heard that it's really competitive. You know, Ryan Serhant in his book, Sell It Like Serhant, tells a story in the beginning about the top producing agent at his brokerage, and he said, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And the guy was like, "Why would I tell you? You're my competition." So obviously not every brokerage is going to be like that, but at eXp there is none of that, because not only do we all earn money together, but it is truly borderless. So a lot of my agents are in different markets than me. I'm in Austin. If I give them all of my secrets, then I don't care. They can dominate the Houston market or the Connecticut market or, you know, wherever they are. So there is so much collaboration, so much teamwork. You know, I could go to anyone in the company and message them on Workplace, which is basically like Facebook that we have for other eXp agents, and say, "Hey, I saw that you're doing this amazing thing. Could you hop on a call for 5 minutes and help me with it?" And 9 times out of 10, they would. Everyone is so happy, so willing to help. And again, that's the kind of environment that I want to be around. It's just the people you surround yourself with really makes a difference. My personal goals have grown so much since I've been at eXp because the people around me are so inspiring and so motivating, and I realize what is possible. It reminds me a lot of the 4-minute mile story. You know, before that one guy broke it, you just didn't realize it was possible, and then as soon as he did, a lot of people did. Like, I set so many bigger goals because before I never realized that it was possible to make $1 million a month in passive income, and now I know personally multiple people that are doing that. So it just really helps you set bigger goals, and I'm a big believer that the bigger your goals, the more likely you are to achieve them. So my personal life has improved, my professional life has absolutely improved. I've made more in passive income through eXp than I ever did at my marketing agency through active income. So it has been a huge game changer for me, a huge blessing. Not to mention the amazing things, again, not the reason I joined, but they have healthcare, and last year I had to get my appendix removed and it was like $50,000, and eXp paid for it through the healthcare, which is a blessing. You know, they have tech support, which I've had help with my computer. They have all of these different benefits, you know, events that are super fun. I've made some of my best friends through this company for real. And I love being able to work from home because I get to hang out with my dog all day. And since from my past life, when I was running my marketing agency, I was traveling all the time, I really didn't want to be tied down to one location. So I have done contracts in hotel rooms from Nashville and, you know, different cities around the world in Minnesota when I was visiting my parents. So that's super nice that you can still do your job and travel. Now, if you're wondering about more details about the kind of training and courses and support that we offer, I'm gonna link a video up there that goes more in depth. In this one, I really just wanted to share my story, my fears before joining, and really how none of it came true. But I will warn that we got super, super lucky choosing our sponsor, and I did not realize how important it was to find the right one. So if you are interested in joining eXp, I would love to set up a quick chat. You can click the Zoom link in my bio or find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, etc. All those links are down there too. Shoot me a message, we can hop on a call and see if you are a good fit for our team. In the meantime, remember that you are all kings and queens and abundance is your birthright. I will see you next time. Have the best day yet.